All right, all right, all right. What's up, y'all? It is me. I am she. It's your Get It Girl Toya T, and I'm here with.
Chaun the Great. Hey,
Yes,
y'all.
yes. It's the fam in the house.
It's
My
third.
sister,
From
Sean the
another
Great.
mister.
Yeah, I
Hey.
like that. Sister from another mister.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's good, y'all?
What is up? What's
We getting it
happening?
drop, baby.
Yes, on
On Thursday
Thursday.
nights.
How did your show go?
It was good. It was very smooth this evening on my topic of HCCs regarding diabetes, man.
Okay.
Yeah, we dug in on the
Okay.
diabetes, right? The difference between complications and no complications,
All right.
Because, my grandpa, we used to call it the sugar.
Yeah, yeah. It's called the sugar.
Yeah,
It's
we called
called the
him
sugar.
sugar. So his nickname was Honey Bunny because he had
The
the
sugar.
sugar.
Okay. That's cute. I like that. I like that. I like that. Yeah. Y'all make sure you tune in to Sean the Great Show every Thursday from 6 to 7. Now,
You're supposed
some
to.
very informative information. When you listen to her show, trust me, when you go to the doctor, you will know what's up. You will know all the medical terminologies, everything that they're talking about just listening to Sean's show. You know what I'm saying? And the world goes round with medical billing and coding. Do you understand me?
Yeah,
It will
yay.
never stop.
Yeah,
Never.
yay.
Never stop. This is how the doctors get paid. This is how the hospitals get paid. And look, I used to work at St. Luke's, and this is where
Oh my
they
gosh.
they said that that's how we get paid through surgeries.
Absolutely. Facts.
Surgeries.
Surgeries are higher paying, right? Because they're going to get that lump. And then there's also, a surgical period that's within there that your hospitals are going to be covered for. And then they're going to get all of those different expenses. So not only is the hospital getting paid for the use of the surgical facility, the physician gets paid, the anesthesiologist gets paid, the surgical team gets paid separately, the
Yes.
lab gets paid separately, and heaven forbid if there's a pathology, then that gets paid separately as well. Check your bills, know your EOBs.
Check your bills. Check your bills because they are on your credit report. They shouldn't be on your credit report, but they are there, and make sure they're billing and coding the right procedures, right?
Absolutely,
You know?
absolutely.
Yeah.
There's something, a lot of people, as a matter of fact, I had a family member just recently reach out to me
Okay.
this is a great point. I'm glad you brought that up. So I'm sorry, but I'm going to take this quick second.
Go
because
ahead,
someone else
girl.
may
Get
benefit from
it.
this.
Yes.
So, family member had a colonoscopy back in October
Okay.
of 2022.
Okay. Okay.
In January of 2023, they now have a tumor in their upper GI, and tumors don't grow that quickly in the colon. They just don't. So it was there in October, and they missed it. Either they didn't review the pathology correctly, or
Okay.
the results of the colon, which isn't really. It has a path part to it, but it's more of the camera where they can see where there's
Okay.
polyps and things like that. So what I'm reviewing for that relative is their EOB, or their explanation of benefits, right? That payment that was made to the hospital to see did they charge, right, for a full colo, but they only did a sigmoid, because that would be the only way that they didn't see this
Oh my
tumor.
God.
So
Okay.
we'll see.
Yeah.
You know the records.
You know the records. You know how that goes. You know the medical field. You know the hospitals, especially the state and governmental hospitals. You know what they're trying to do. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah. So, MLK Day was awesome. It was a success, honey. Listen, let me tell you, the grade A radio team showed up and showed out, honey.
Completely out.
Listen, I had fun.
I had a blast.
We had a time, honey.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Listen, that is one for the books.
It is.
And can't wait till next year.
Yes.
It's going to go bigger.
It's going to be
better,
bigger. Yes.
More
Yes.
lit. Hey, listen, all the young ladies, is it two smoke? How is it?
Double smoke.
Double smoke. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Listen, These ladies were off the hook chain. That's how I say it. We had so much fun.
Off the hook
So a
chain.
day of service, right?
Yeah, it was a day of
for
service.
the MLK Day. But
Yes.
we had the ladies of Grade A representing.
Yes.
We were there. We also had a sponsor, VIP Elite Motors.
Elite
out of LaPorte,
VIP.
Florida.
Shout out VIP Elite Motors.
Out of LaPorte,
They
Texas.
came through on time and in time. You
Yes.
hear me?
Thanks, Vic.
Thank you,
A
Vic.
classmate family from Oak Edition. What's
Oak.
up, Bates?
You said Oak Edition.
Oak Edition.
Hold on, Oak Edition. I ain't never heard a word like that. Oak Edition.
Oak Edition is a old black neighborhood in Baytown.
Okay.
Texas. So
It sounds like an old black neighborhood.
Oak
Editions.
Yeah, you
Oak
Oak
Editions.
Edition. Yes, baby. All right, we get some likes on that.
Yeah.
I know about that.
Oak Editions. They know. They know.
Yes. So shout out to VIP Elite,
Yes.
VIP Elite Motors, out
Yes.
in LaPorte, Victor Holmes,
Very
his
grateful.
beautiful wife, and the grandkids.
Very
Hey,
grateful.
Listen. So we were right behind the beauty queen.
Yes.
That was interesting. So I have never seen particularly we were right behind Miss Full Figured Houston.
Oh, that's what she was?
I think so.
Miss
It
Full
had
Figured?
full figures.
Child,
in her
she did
title.
not look full figured.
No,
She
ma'am.
looked smaller than me.
Oh my God. Listen, I'm trying to understand, how do I qualify?
How?
That
How? Child, get me in that one, you know?
And the new Miss Universe is from Houston.
Shut up.
She is
But-
Philippine.
Oh, okay. So what does she represent, though?
So she represents the Philippines.
Okay.
And Houston.
But
of
she's
course.
from Houston, though.
But she's from Houston.
Okay.
So she got into pageants late, which was something that I thought was kind of interesting because I didn't know there was an age cutoff for
Right.
pageants.
Because I was just going to ask you what's late.
She was 26 when she
Oh,
got
yeah,
started.
baby, that's late.
Okay, all right.
Honey, I thought you was going to say 16, 17.
No.
Child.
26, her first pageant, won Miss Texas,
Okay.
then Miss USA,
Okay.
and now Miss Universe. What's
Wow.
up, H-Town? Go down.
Yes.
So, and thinking about that, and pageants, so we do have some black pageants. So we have a Juneteenth
Do
pageant.
we? Oh, no. Yes, because my nieces, I'm going to say about 3 years ago, competed in the Juneteenth
Hey, shout out.
pageant. Shout out to Anaya, my niece.
Hey,
She
Anaya.
did win. My niece London, she was second or third runner up, and she was so upset. She was so upset, and that's the only people, and it was that emancipation part.
Which is beautiful.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I know.
It is so
I checked
nice.
it out. I'm like, wow. I'm proud.
And they've had some really nice art exhibits at Emancipation Park over
Really?
the last couple of not during the pandemic, but prior to the pandemic, had a really nice walkthrough that was audio, so there was like sound and you were walking through. It was really cool.
Okay.
You could take your phone and scan certain things.
Okay.
So really love Emancipation Park. If you haven't been to Emancipation Park, please make sure that you go out and support. Look in our communities. It's a lot
Yes.
to do here in Houston to support your African American businesses, which next month is Black History Month.
Child, it's Black History Month, so is it 28 or 29 days?
It's going to be
28.
28 days.
28.
So why we get the shortest month? First of all.
Right. Please tell me.
And
how?
we got to be cold. We tropical natured people. Why is it in February? You know what I'm saying?
February.
So, for Black History Month, I'm going to showcase. I'm going to first hopefully get closer to wrapping up my episodes on HCCs. I want to focus on some of those conditions that impact the African American community. When thinking about that, right? So that, to bring some knowledge to that, one, what your doctors need to be documenting, what you need to be making sure your doctors are documenting. But what do you think we should have here at the station? Is there anything we should be doing?
I do agree. I feel like we should have blood pressure checks. You know, I mean, you know how you check your diabetes? Just a little
Yes.
prick. Just a
We
little
could do
prick.
a
You know what I'm
quick
saying?
health
A quick
check
health
here.
check here. Yes.
I'm
We
on it.
definitely can. Because I
I'm
feel
on it.
like it does not matter what age you are.
Yes.
Everybody needs to keep a check on your health.
Yep.
As soon as you start having sex, you need to keep check on your health.
Facts.
I don't care if it's one person, two person, three person, 10, 16, whatever you choose to do. You need to keep check on your health. As soon as you bite into your first piece of candy, you need to make that dentist appointment
Yes.
twice a year, every 6 months. You get what I'm
Be clear
saying?
with that.
Let's be clear. Every 6 months, because not only outside of the health issues, your dental work plays a part in it. You get what I'm saying? So not only do you have to brush your teeth once or maybe twice a day, however you do it, you must go to the dentist. Get that deep cleaning. They're going to get what you don't get. You know, the dental health is important too because it causes health issues.
It does.
You know what I'm saying? And we don't know that. And this is something that we can keep check on.
Absolutely.
Not only that, something that's on the rise, our mental health, y'all.
Ooh.
Let's keep check on our mental health. We have to have a balance in life, a balance in work and a balance in play. You know what I'm saying? It's not just all work and no play. You have to have work and you have to have play on an equal level playing field. You know what I'm saying?
It's facts. Life requires balance because without it, then you're going to have resentment.
Like a chicken with its head
Health
cut
issues,
off.
all kinds
You know?
of things. Oh my gosh, man, you nailed it with the balance.
Yes, a balance.
My favorite statement.
Yes.
Life requires balance.
Yes.
So when thinking about that and balance, right? How do you balance being an awesome mom,
Oh my gosh.
a superior talk show podcast host?
Okay.
You are our director of programming here at Rated Radio. How
Right.
do you balance all of that?
Oh my gosh. First of all, let me be honest and let me be clear. I have to smoke to clear my mind.
Right? It is the balance.
That is the balance.
Meditation.
The meditation, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because it calms me. It gets me to, because not, I'm overthinking. And my overthinking sends me into anxiety.
Got it.
And I don't mean to do it. It's just something that genetically it's picked up because it comes from my mother.
Yep.
And it's passed down.
Yep.
And I get to overthinking, so therefore I get myself worked up over the situation, and the situation is really not that. And sometimes I have to talk myself down, so I have to just, calm myself and ease myself down to get me to thinking lower, if they say, because when my mind is
Or to just slow it down.
Slow
Not
it
to
down,
think lower,
slow it
but to
down,
slow
slow
it
it down.
down.
Right,
So that
right.
you can manage it and wrangle it.
Right.
And then go out and execute.
Right. And then sometimes I do have to relax, even if it's just sitting there, no TV, no music, no anything, in total, utter silence, so that I can hear myself think, or so I can hear my spirit speak to me.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes. So that peaceful meditation. So I'm watching the Netflix series on the mind and how it works.
So what is that?
Oh, it's
What is it
awesome.
called?
It is, oh gosh, I'll have to look it up to be exact. But so each episode has something to do with the mind. So I've gone through season 1.
Okay.
So we've talked about anxiety and how anxiety impacts
Oh my
the body
gosh,
and,
yes.
and what it does to you and what neuroceptors within the brain are impacted by that. And then we talked about, I watched LSD was the last one that I watched.
Oh, LSD.
So when I was growing up, there used to be a little chant that we would do, and we would do our little hand claps, and we would go, marijuana, marijuana.
Girl.
Scientists make it, teachers take it. Why can't we?
Why can't
we?
Girl.
So, as I was watching this last night, gosh, I'm aging myself. Someone else who's ever heard that marijuana, LSD. So I didn't really understand the impact singing that as a youth until here I am in my 50s right now,
Right,
watching
right.
this
Yeah.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
And they were talking about the LSD component and how there are psychologists and psychiatrists that are using LSD to give people a one-time trip that is curing depression, anxiety. So there was a young man he's European that was on there, and he had anxiety because he had had cancer. He had leukemia very young, much like my baby who had leukemia at 19. And so what normally happens with a lot of them, they get the Superman syndrome. If they get in recovery, and they get in remission of cancer, then I'm invincible. I beat cancer. I can do anything.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
So they start doing crazy things.
Yes.
But this person, it impacted him totally different. Instead, he had a fear of everything after surviving cancer. So with that, they treated him with LSD. LSD.
Child.
One trip. And he said, like you were talking earlier about the meditation and getting into yourself, right? So with that LSD, it, instead of like THC or CBD, right? THC affects certain neurons, and then you've got CBD that impacts anxiety.
Right.
So if you want to impact your anxiety, you want CBD. THC, some components of THC,
girl, talk about it,
will increase your anxiety.
Yes. Oh my God.
So a balance of the THC and the CBD is going to get you what you need.
Okay.
You need a balance.
Okay. Tell me.
There's a great place,
girl,
not to plug anyone, but the THC Club.
Oh, THC Club. Oh, we got to go.
Has some great edibles and CBD opportunities. There's also a, forgive me, I can't think of the name of it, but there's a wellness place over on Bel Air. They have coffee CBD. They have tea CBD. I mean, it's really great.
Okay.
And the balance, again.
The balance, yes.
But this LSD was something I wasn't really familiar with.
Child, I'm scared. I'm scared of the LSD, honey.
Right? But yeah, so the government has banned LSD. So in the 50s, when LSD was really being used, they were treating women.
Oh, wow.
Who were having these quote-unquote issues, right? They were sexually deprived, is what was explained. So they were becoming manic.
They gotta have it. I need to get it.
So they were treating them with LSD, some early forms of it. Now, it is so potent. I've learned so much about that in that.
Have you tried LSD?
No, I have not. I've always been afraid of the trip.
Yeah.
And now I had a friend in high school who tried it.
Okay.
So it used to come on these paper tabs.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Because they talked about this last night on the show. So he took the tab. I'll never forget. He was one of the smartest kids in our class. And he went on a trip, and it took him, and he's still on that trip. So he developed, I'll never forget it, like we were in high school, and he was like honor society, this great kid, and he played the oboe, which was what was so odd about it.
Sure, he needed to hit that LSD. If he playing the oboe,
it's hard, right? It's full, it's double woodwind, so you got to have the perfect,
right.
Oh my God. So with this, anyhow, he went on this trip, he never came back, but he had this twitch. The rest of high school, he had a twitch. He was still smart as hell.
That's that Smokey from Friday smoking that angel dust.
He did not fall off the bus. He still stayed in at National Honor Society, but he had a twitch that you knew that he had good. He hit that good shit. He was like Smokey on Friday in the chicken coop. He hit that good stuff. I don't need that now. I will smoke me some good bud. Certainly helps with my seizures, my epileptic.
Okay.
But again, I have a medicinal card, and I have a prescription for a combination.
Okay.
So it is the CBD and the
THC.
Balance that helps me relax because I'm not tolerable otherwise. I know I'm very high strung and I'm very high.
I caught you.
So with that, it brings a balance, one that allows me to enjoy life.
Okay.
I'm not overworked. I'm not overstressed. And it helps with my appetite. And
Okay.
I
Okay.
haven't had a seizure in 6 years.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So to those who don't or have never smoked marijuana in their lives, who feel like marijuana is not beneficial, here is someone who is testifying how marijuana is beneficial in their life. Very high.
Woo,
Very high. Very high, you know? And so, so don't dismiss marijuana as if, oh, no, because it's not for you. That doesn't mean it doesn't help and work for anybody else. But, baby, let's get into all this tea and no shade, honey.
Let's do it.
Girl!
All the medical stuff.
Yes.
Let's get into it.
So, Bank of America, Bank of America, Bank of America. Can we call you down to the judgment hall right now? Take the seat and sit on the stand, honey, because
See the people.
Bank of America, y'all need to be, honey, the BBB needs to be investigated in y'all lives, honey.
It's embarrassing. It's sad. People are struggling. We are at the brink of recession.
I believe that we have been in a recession.
We have. But they're candid in how it's being noted.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So I'm wrangling my words. As well.
Right.
But being all fair, we're there.
Yes.
And every cent, not dime, cent.
Right.
The brown one.
Yes.
Every cent matters.
Child, especially when you have bills to pay and children to take care of. Every cent matters. Yes, ma'am.
So, to wake up and your account be depleted. So, the last person that you zailed got all of your money.
All.
They're not willing to return. They're
At all.
honestly going to, I've never seen
If that happened to you, would you do that? If you got like...
It happened to me.
It did?
Oh my gosh. So,
Look, I know you. You put it back. But let's say if you was one of those, man, F them kids, struggling moms, you know what I'm saying? Like, one deep by yourself, would you really put that money back?
There's been times where I've driven off from the gas station. many, if I can just, many years ago where it was a struggle. I didn't know, I was like, how am I going to get to work, And in the late or early 90s, rather, I should say, you could pull up to the gas station and you go, hey. And they would turn on the pump.
Oh, okay.
And you hurry up and fill up and go, Lord Jesus, and you just let me get out of here, So, yes, that's theft.
Yeah.
If I can just be honest, but the reality is that it was a struggle, and that was a real vulnerable time. And yeah, now with regards to this bank thing, I did return the money.
Okay.
When it
That's
happened to me,
honorable.
I did return the money. When it happened to me, they did not return it.
Oh.
It was as a matter of fact, it was one of my students. So she set up a payment plan and she was making payments and
Hey, bestie.
hey, bestie. And I requested, so she said, I can't find how to pay you via Zelle. Can you send me a request?
She asked you this.
To send her a request.
Okay.
And I mistakenly
Sent
sent her the money.
Oh,
instead of
my God.
requesting it. Well, let's just say she never showed back up in class.
Oh, wow.
And she stopped answering my phone calls immediately. So I played it forward, and but yeah, I don't fool around with the Zelle.
I mean, yeah.
One time, shame on me.
It ain't gonna be a 2 times. Yeah, I know that's right. Crystal McNabb, hey girl, love you, boo.
Anybody on your live? Any of you impacted by the Bank of America?
Right. Is anybody that's on my live, have y'all been impacted by Bank of America depleting your funds? If you have, please share so we can share it on the radio, okay?
Absolutely.
I mean, I'm talking about from TikTok to Instagram to Facebook. I'm seeing videos all over the place. And I mean, it's gone from people whose entire account is in the negative to partial payments to, and I mean, that's a bad feeling. That is really a bad feeling. And at the end, is Bank of America gonna get it right? I'm talking about final balance, get it right. Are you going to repay all these people their money that's no longer in their account? I feel so bad. I do.
But what about all there? It's not just replacing that money.
Yeah.
But what the impact?
Yeah.
Of that, right?
Yeah.
So,
late on bills.
Oh my gosh.
Past due.
Daycare,
Daycare. Right.
rent,
Right.
mortgage,
Gas.
Groceries.
Groceries.
Some eggs. That part.
Some goddamn milk in the house so we can just eat some cereal. You know what I'm saying? Like, how, Bank of America, how are y'all gonna fix this? That like, wow.
Yeah, we
Wow.
need to have someone
And
from Bank of America
that's a
come on the drop.
On the drop. Explain yourself. Please.
I mean, I get it. You work for them. You're
Right.
not, the shareholder. However, what do you feel? I'm willing to work for a company that this is happening and that you're having to live and deal with that on a day-to-day basis.
Well, Crystal McNack, she says they have insurance through FDIC.
Yeah,
and she would know. That's right.
Only up to
$10,000.
$10,000.
But
Don't ask me how I had to learn
I was gonna say, why do they have more than $10,000 in one bank? And anyway, we ain't gonna go through that. If you have more than $10,000 in one bank, you should be ashamed of yourself. You better split that up. You better split it up. Crystal McNack says so they should be able to repay it.
Yeah.
So come on, Bank America. Come on, Bank America. So not to mention everybody losing their money with Bank America. Have you heard of Flow Rider being awarded $82 million from Celsius energy drink? Drop the mic. $82 million. Flow Rider.
Wow.
From Celsius energy drink. Now, I've had Celsius energy drinks, and they're good. They're good. They're great. They're awesome. But y'all, $82 million. So it's 82.
That's baseball contract numbers.
Yeah, $82 million and something. I just rounded
Wow.
it. Yeah.
So
what
did he have to do with this?
He had an endorsement deal with them. Okay. A prior endorsement deal, so I guess they breached the contract.
Whoa.
And in court, they found them liable of breaching the contract.
Whoa.
And Flow Rider was awarded $82 million.
Wow.
And I know, I was like, I had not seen Flow Rider.
Yeah, he been low.
Yeah.
He been real low.
Right. And look, it's about to pay off.
Oh my God.
Yes, right?
And doing all kind of stuff.
Yes. So congratulations to Flow Rider. Young black man.
Rider.
Yes.
Do something.
Yes, do something. Yes, most definitely.
More generational wealth.
Yeah. I love that. I love to see, I'm not going to say everyday average because he's not everyday average, but he's a black man triumph over the Goliath.
Wow, yeah, that's
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I love to see it. Yeah.
Yes.
And I did not know about this until I read and dove into the story.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So I was so interested because I did like Flow Rider. Okay. And I had not paid attention that he was gone. I had not even paid attention until this story.
Right, and then you're like,
Yeah. He ain't got to rap no more. You sure right about that, Crystal. Ever again. 82 million?
Hey.
82 million.
Man.
I've never seen anybody in my 40 years of living win that much money.
That's a lot.
Not even in the lottery.
That's a lot.
That is a lot. That
That
is
is
a
a
lot.
lot.
That is a lot. So congratulations to Flo Rida. And not only that, Hussein Bolt.
Oh.
He's missing 12,000 from his account. Look, I was saying, is he banking with Bank of America? But I don't know. I read somewhere that I believe somebody in his camp
Uh-oh.
may have or may have not.
Happens.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
real unfortunate.
Yeah, it does.
When,
It does.
When we think about a lot of the artists, even the artists that come here on your show, on The Drop,
Yes.
that may have family that's managing them. And some of these artists who you make it, you get to a certain status, and your family feels like you owe them something.
Oh my God. Talk about it. I be telling my family now, I'm like, listen, I'm in the streets, I'm in the entertainment industry. If you don't with me now, don't with me then. I be telling them that. I tell them that.
Hey, I see someone sending you some love on
yes.
that one.
Facts.
Because even, in our world where we are right now, we have our own, if you will, stardom, right? With our internet and our social media followers.
Yes.
And then those whom which we interview here on our podcast, you on your show, me on my show. And, sometimes it gives a falsality of, hey, they're living this life.
Right.
And, people may think that, but we are working class and trying to, achieve those greater heights as well.
Yeah.
And when we achieve those greater heights, be mindful that if you didn't with me, then don't.
Wow.
I said all that to say that.
Say it. You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Hello.
Let's go. So please don't be having your hand out because Toya T don't mind cussing you out real good.
Okay.
Anyway, so let's go on to the next.
I want to drop something in here.
Drop it, lady.
What do you think about these lost and found documents? Okay.
You talking about the ones that Biden had?
Girl.
But I'm gonna say this: I am not a Biden fan. I'm not. I'm not.
Joe sleep behind the wheel.
I'm not. And I don't feel like he's done pretty much anything for us. I don't. I'm more of a love it or hate it, Trump, Obama.
Got it.
That's just because Trump is more of a businessman. I think he ran the country like a business, but it benefited us.
Small businesses
It benefited us.
Small businesses did do well under the Make Magna or Make America Great Again. It's so hard for me to even get that.
Right, MAGA.
Facts.
Yeah, it did.
Facts.
It did.
Women don't lie. Men
and
lie,
then
women lie.
that's
Women
right.
Don't lie.
And then whatever the little Obama did. I'm not hating. I'm not. I'm just saying the little bit that he did do, and I'm so thankful and gracious for Obama. But it doesn't. All that is above Biden down here. Like I'm not understanding.
So
I'm not.
I guess what for me is understanding how. I get how. I've left papers in a desk before, but somebody's job was to go back and make sure that everything was removed. So who didn't do their job? Because
Somebody.
It's obvious Joe, he would leave his hair at the house if it wasn't attached. Sometimes, probably. But with that, someone else was responsible for that same thing with Trump.
Definitely.
So when documents like that get lost, for me in my world, right, in healthcare, if you lose a medical record, that's huge.
Huge.
It could have huge implications. There could be loss of care. There could be, tragedies. There could be
misdiagnosis.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mortality.
Yes.
And so if a doctor is required to maintain medical records for 10 years, then how can our administration, who is running the largest free country in the world, one of the largest,
Right.
rather,
Right.
how can you lose documents? Good, bad, or, you know, significance to me, I guess it doesn't matter because all of it would be significant if it's of from the presidential or vice presidential desk.
Come on.
Why did you? How did you leave that behind?
on.
So
Come
I'm
on.
just I'm perplexed by
Come
that.
on.
It's frustrating. It's disappointing. Um, it's giving me. I'm not sure if you're going to make another term. It's not.
Oh, he's
giving me
definitely
that.
not. He's definitely not. He's definitely not.
It's giving me what the hell are we doing here?
I'd vote for Kanye before I vote for Biden again. You get what I'm saying? And I'm against Kanye, but I would vote for Kanye
Yay!
before I vote for Biden.
Yeezy for president.
Yeezy for president. You know what I'm
Yeezy for
saying?
president.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes. So, with that being said, I can't wait for the next presidential election. You ready?
I'm in there.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Let's make some changes, y'all. Let's stop.
And hey, local government, right here.
Oh,
in Houston,
definitely.
There's some things that have to happen here, and in our local government. So we've got a new mayoral race. We met one of the mayoral candidates at the parade. We won't say no name because we're gonna
Why?
Because we want them to come on
the show. Yes.
That's how we gonna do that. You know who you are.
You know who
So
you
come
are.
on out here.
Yes.
So we can talk about it. But yeah, at the MLK parade, we met one of the mayoral candidates who took some time to really talk with us. And you may have seen pictures posted of that person. But we're going to have him come on the drop and drill
Yes.
him. So get your questions ready. But when thinking about even that race, you know, and all of these city council positions that are open,
Yeah.
we've got to really hold accountable the people whom which we've elected.
Definitely.
I'm guilty of that. I mean, I may have voted for a person and then I don't go back and check their track record to see did they do what they said they were going to do. The causes and the platforms that they ran on, did they actually go back and make good on what they said?
That's right. That's
So,
right.
You know, we have to have a point and check system here. It's something that is required because the day
I feel like that's our duty, though.
it is. The
You
day
know what I'm
of
saying?
taking that for granted is long since gone.
Yes.
We've got to lean in on that.
Especially as and this is the truth, as African Americans who have come so far.
Yeah.
It is our duty to make sure that we're upholding these rights that our ancestors and other African Americans fought for.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
As our right to voting, making decisions, paying taxes,
Sitting here.
sitting here.
Ooh, wow.
Yes,
Hey.
it's our duty to follow up with these people, with these procedures, and make sure it's going right. You know, because if we don't do it, who's going to do it? Who's going to do it?
Yeah, like even like with our school board, right? So for those of you who have children in HISD,
Oh my God,
My
let's
kids
talk
are
about
grown.
it. Let's talk about it.
but the thought right now is infringing for me. I'm so concerned with the possibility of TEA taking over HISD.
Oh yes, ma'am. I really feel like they're going to do that.
We're this close.
Yeah.
So what
Yeah.
happens?
But at the same time, HISD have been dropping the ball for so long. They have been dropping the ball so long. And I'm not going to lie, my kids are grown and I have a 15-year-old, but that's another reason why I've never allowed my children to go to any HISD schools. Because I grew up in an HISD school and I know, but no, when I came up, it was actually teachers that actually cared. Now, but as the generation came,
well.
right. And as the generations came, they started to, because of the school systems, TEA, their requirements, their restrictions, their rules, that's prohibiting them from doing their job to the fullest of the extent. You get what I'm saying? So with that being said, I am a product of HISD. And I feel like, yes, I've done well, but that was back in the day. But the generation now and what's to come, everybody seems like they're going to work for a paycheck. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's definitely.
And not only that, it's the students too, because sometimes when the students come and they bring guns and they do this, it makes the staff and the people at school feel like, hey, let me just do my job. Mediocrity, so that I can make it home. Right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah. I want to be in the field, in the industry where I know I'm going to get a steady, stable paycheck.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
I think that teachers should automatically not have to. If you go to school and you become an educator and you work X amount of years or what have you, that you should not have to repay.
I totally agree.
Debt.
I totally agree.
These are people who are forming our youth, right? These are the people who are forming our youth, who are the key to our future. So we've got to take better care of those folks.
Definitely. Definitely.
It's just a sad and unfortunate, and I think that's part of the struggles that happen in our schools. And now the possibility of having a state-run school. Yet so many of us vote for having the right to make those decisions. Well, we're going to lose that right.
Yeah.
If TEA takes over that.
Yeah.
But it may be what's required in order to get what's needed for our students. I have a good friend of mine, Mrs. Lightyear. She and we like to call her Ebo, but with that, she was noting she's a teacher, and she noted that she doesn't give out homework often, maybe once a week.
I like that.
And she has last year she had a 91% pass rate on her STAR test.
Okay.
And so people were saying, how do you do it, with, not giving out this homework, and how do you get these results? And she said, because my students know when it's time to work, I have a balance.
Balance.
We play, we laugh, and we work hard.
Balance.
So just something there, just a little different for any teachers chiming in. Y'all, light us up. Tell us how you feel.
Yes.
Anybody listening in, if you've got students that attend HISD that could potentially be managed by TEA going forward, what are your thoughts? What are your comments on that?
Yes. Please talk to us. Let us know what it is and what it's going to be.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I'm going to just kind of move on, but I love that topic. I wish we can just...
I just had to throw it out there.
Yes.
I'm just curious on what y'all feeling about that.
That was good. Thank you. So over the week or the weekend, they had the awards. I believe it's the Golden Globe Awards.
Yes.
Shout out to Cheryl Lee Ralph. I mean, she is racking them up, honey.
And dropping pearls
Yes.
every time of knowledge.
Yes.
Ooh, she is so spot on.
Yes, she is. And look, I love the way that she takes opportunity for her platform. You get what I'm saying? She does the absolute most, go all the way over the top, make sure she gets it out while she has the platform.
Yeah.
So shout out to Shirley Ralph for upholding, uplifting our community. I love it. And just being an example. You know what I'm saying? She is an excellent example. And I feel like she's underrated.
And she's funny.
She should have got her an award.
Absolutely. So. Which is with a lot of our actors and actresses, especially those in the minority realm, right? We're seeing more and more of the inclusion into these, but there's still a long way for us to go. The same with, women in, music. There's a double standard.
Oh, definitely.
And
definitely.
Here we sit today, we talk about certain things that may be uninhibited for us to speak of.
Yeah.
Versus if there were two gentlemen sitting here, they could talk about these things and be no cause.
At all. But we have to sit here ladylike and have a professional standard conversation. But why I don't want to get ratchet and we just can't talk like that and it just be accepted.
Every now and then,
Yes. That balance, right?
Balance.
Balance.
Get that balance
Okay,
in your life.
so what are the words that describe you? Mine's is, listen, you ready?
Listen.
Educated, professional, ratchet thug.
Ooh.
What is yours? What is yours?
Energetic, fashionista,
Oh.
mamacita.
Ow.
Oh, I want to say hoochie mama.
Oh. She ain't nobody hoochie mama. Hooray, hooray, hoochie mama.
So, I love to say everything that I am not makes me everything I am.
I love it. And I
Been
love
there,
when you
done that.
say that.
Been there, done that.
I love it. I love it. Can you say it again?
Everything that I am not makes me everything that I am.
I love it. I love it. Everything that I am not makes me everything that I am.
Been there, done that. bought
Been
a
there,
t-shirt.
done that. Child, I love it. I love it. Yes. So, as we get ready to wrap it up, and we're going to bring it to Business on the Wire with Mo and Drea for president.
Yay.
Yeah. So is it anything that you want to reflect back on for the week or maybe the month or when the year brought in that maybe you had something on your mind and you just, want to put it out there in the atmosphere and share and express with everybody?
Oh, you know what? Thank you.
You're welcome.
As I drove in this evening for my show, I passed by a restaurant who had a billboard.
Okay.
And the billboard read, and I prayed, because I was meditating, it was traffic, and I was trying to stay calm and not panic for the traffic. And so I said, please just let me remember this. So let's see how my memory works. So the sign on this billboard said, freedom of speech is priceless.
Wow.
It helps us know who the idiots are.
Ooh. Look at that flip.
Right?
That flip.
So it was like, freedom of speech is priceless.
Yeah. But is it really?
It helps us know who the idiots are.
It helps us know
I
who the
kept
idiots
saying
are.
that, and I was going,
That's true.
wow. Because when you think about that,
That's
right?
true.
My grandmother, we called her Mima. Mima used to say, if two fools are standing in the road arguing, how do you know which one is not?
How do you know? You
It's
don't.
two fools.
Yeah.
So, freedom of speech allows us to know who the idiots are. So, when we think about people who say things out of turn, out of place, out of pocket,
Left
field, right field, too far one way or the other, it allows us to see your idiot side. Remember that an idiot, right, is someone who's just not educated.
But they don't want to know. Am I right?
They don't
want to know.
to.
Right. They're not trying to.
Right here.
Right.
In this, let me stay right
And
here.
they want to be ignorant. Right. That's
Correct.
what ignorant is. For those of you who don't know.
So now, with the freedom of speech that we see on social media, the television, in magazines, in podcasts like our podcast, and all of these things, there are some idiots out there. Be mindful of the idiots. Do your homework. Know what you're liking. Don't like
Everything.
Do your homework.
Listen when you...
Know your knowledge. We've got the lovely ladies coming up. We've got Drea
Mo to the...
in the building.
Drea for president. Business on the Wire.
They're coming up right after us.
Right after the drop.
Your girl Toya T is the Get It Girl, and she has it hot every Thursday. Night, right here.
With the drop.
Interviews galore.
Yes.
Get your people in. Check in.
Yes.
Check in.
Yes.
Right here with your Get It Girl Toya T and with your girl Chaun
the Great. Ow. The key to risk adjustment.
Before Toya T.
Yes.
It has been so much fun.
Yes, it's always a pleasure to have you on the show. Yes.
We had to talk about it.
Bam, bam. You know what I'm saying? Yes. Yes. So, yeah, I'm glad. Cocaine, for those of you who stayed, Cocaine Carter could not make it, unfortunately. An unexpected emergency. He will be back. And my family.
Shout out to Cocaine Carter.
Shout out.
Shout out, shout out.
It's the K, not the C. Cocaine Carter. Thank you for coming on the show with me. Yes.
Hey,
we grade A fam in the
girls of
building.
grade A.
Yes. Yes. We're going to be dropping nuggets all the time. Dropping nuggets on her show, dropping nuggets on my show. So stay tuned to the key of to risk adjustment.
Nailed it.
Every Thursday from 6 to 7. Stay tuned to the drop every Thursday from 8 to 9. I mean, Thursday is All-Star Thursday. It's going down on Thursdays.
Oh, but next Thursday.
Oh! Yeah. In case you didn't know, it's a queen's birthday.
Yep, we gonna show out. Be ready.
We gonna show out. It's a queen's birthday next Thursday. We gonna have shots. We gonna toast up. We gonna party. We gonna turn up. We gonna get loud.
It's your Get It Girl Toya T.
Ah! Anyway, so yeah. Look, we love to have fun. We love to turn up. It's one big grade A family.
Absolutely.
And yeah, I love it. Yeah, I love you, Chaun.
Thank you. I love you too.
I had fun. So we're going to wrap it up and until next Thursday, y'all. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned. Tell them where to find you, where to tap in, where to tune in with you at.
So check out the Key to Risk Adjustment on Grade A Radio Thursdays from 6 to 7 p.m. Also, you can catch me at Chaun Tatum, ChaunTatum, and at Med Center Coding Institute. Class is starting January 24th.
January 24th. Yes. Ow. Pick it up because, medical field is always some money in the medical field. We had that pandemic and a lot of y'all was laid off. A lot of y'all was fired. A lot of y'all was out of everything. The medical field is going to always be around. You're going to always have a job. You're going to always be put in position. So make sure you get into the medical field, learn the medical terminologies, and tune in to the key to risk adjustment. And also the drop every Thursday from 8 to 9. It's an All-Star Thursday on the Grade A Radio, period, point blank. So yeah. Y'all make sure y'all stay tuned to Business on the Wire with my girl Mo to the and my girl Drea for president. Yeah, it's Grade A Radio in the building. It's the Get It Girl Toya T and
Chaun the Great.
Yeah, from my mouth to your ears, you heard it here from your Get It Girl Toya T. We are out until next Thursday, y'all. Peace. Period. Yeah. Y'all stay tuned.